Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 3 of the Toilet Board Coalition's World Toilet Week Virtual Summit. My name is Michael Lindenmeyer, and I'm the co-lead of the Smart Sanitation and Digital Health efforts at the Toilet Board Coalition, and I'm your host for the day. Today is all about smart sanitation and the future of sanitation. And we're going to open the day looking at what we're going to be doing in 2019. It is my honor to introduce my colleague, Claire Balbo, who helps spot and identify the emerging entrepreneurs who are doing great things in sanitation. And so without further ado, I hand this over to Claire.
Thank you, Michael, and good morning. We are live from Geneva, indeed, and today we are going to be talking about the future. And as we say at the Toilet Board, the future is now. So I am Claire, I'm the Accelerator Manager at the Toilet Board, and I'm very, very pleased to be hosting this first session of day 3 of the virtual summit. In which I will be presenting the 2019 Accelerator Cohort. So 6 companies that we have selected out of over 100 applicants to be joining the Toilet Board family. Before I do that, let me say a few words about the Accelerator program that the Toilet Board is running. For those of you who are new to us, each year the Toilet Board Coalition selects at least 5 companies in sanitation in emerging markets that are selling innovative products or services within the sanitation economy, and that are filling a gap in the market and reaching low-income consumers. Each year, we invite these businesses to apply to our mentorship program of 12 months, a unique opportunity to be working alongside a dedicated mentor from our network of corporate members at the Toilet Board, as well as a whole array of experts. So we aim to assist these companies in breaking down barriers to scale and reach higher impact within communities currently without proper access to sanitation services. We view the relationship between small and large companies as a partnership where both sides can really learn from each other. We have just been showing you a slide on this process. You can access everything online. For all of you sanitation businesses watching us today, please note that we will be soon looking for the 2020 cohort, already looking into the future. So make sure you check out our website and apply to our program. The selection criteria that we use includes the market-based approach, the innovative approach and scalability of the businesses. We'll be hearing from one of our selection committee members in just a minute with his perspective on the evolution of the sector. So finally, announcing the 2019 cohort, here are the companies that are selected for this coming year's program. Can we have the slide, please? We have Toilet that is providing toilets and associated services in the slums of Kampala. We have Lutel, a toilet cafe in India with a very innovative pay, use and redeem model. We have ATEC that sells biodigesters to rural households in Cambodia, directly providing biogas for cooking. We have Live Clean with its public toilets and shower facilities in high density areas in Lusaka in Zambia. We have SJP, a business of water and life, and at the heart of the slums of Dhaka in Bangladesh, pioneering water and sanitation access. And finally, Sati, which demonstrates a new component of the sanitation economy as they sell biodegradable sanitary pads to women across India. So we will be hearing from each of these entrepreneurs in a couple of minutes. to hear more about their businesses and also their aspirations and what they hope to achieve in 2019 with the Toilet Board support. So first, let me turn to John Lane. John Lane is an independent director at the Toilet Board Coalition and has also been a member of the selection committee for the 2019 Accelerator program as well as in previous years. So maybe, John, you can tell us a little bit about your perspective of this cohort, as well as the sanitation sector in general, how these businesses are contributing to filling the gaps and how you're seeing the evolution of businesses in sanitation over the past few years.
Thanks, Claire. The Accelerator program is an important part of Toilet Board Coalition's overall work to create and promote the sanitation economy. And for me, it's a privilege to be part of the selection process. Just looking back over the progress that has been achieved through this Accelerator program in the past 3 years, on the one hand, the individual companies are flourishing, they're increasing their numbers of customers, their activities, their revenues. The overall effect, on the other hand, is very positive. We're attracting attention to the idea of sanitation entrepreneurship. And hence, every year we get more applicants, and it's really encouraging to see sanitation entrepreneurs in general becoming more involved. Let me just add a very brief word on my vision for the future of sanitation through this market, which is that we've got a huge task ahead of us in sanitation, and especially in urban sanitation. So we need all types of organizations to do much more. Now that sanitation is widely being recognized as a service sector rather than as an infrastructure sector, that opens it up to entrepreneurial providers. And there are lots of opportunities, ranging from serving individual households right through business-to-business support and up to the city scale, indeed. And I believe that private sector work will complement the work that's done by governments and municipalities and civil society. So I'm delighted that we're announcing the companies for 2019, and I wish all of them the very best with their work. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Thanks for those words. You've mentioned urban sanitation, the high need for that. Speaking to the entrepreneurs, most of them based in urban settings, indeed. So without any further without waiting any further, I would like to now introduce you to the entrepreneurs behind these companies who have been leading pioneering work in sanitation. I would like to start with Mula Albando, who is the founder and CEO of Live Clean in Zambia, to say a few words about his company, what services they provide, and how important that is in a setting such as in Lusaka, and maybe tell us also what you're hoping to achieve in the 2019 Accelerator program.
Thank you very much, and it's been a great process of refining to get to this point where we have had to go back and forth the different stages to see that we apply and give the right information. So quickly about Live Clean, we build fee-paying toilets and showers from cargo containers. We retrofit cargo containers and put them in the slums and the highly density areas, which are the trading areas around the CBD. In a nutshell, that it is, but it's a clean space, or should we say we want to see that as a carbon neutral development. Put it that we recycle all the grey water that we generate, and we're equally powered by solar for the energy purposes. And we have our own bowl, so we provide clean water as well there. And then we've got a biodegradable sanitary pad that we've also launched, which is called Sunny Woman, which we are selling out there. And then we're also providing mobile money services because we have a huge volume of people and traffic and cash flow in there. And so we can turn over the cash using mobile money services. In terms of growth and our hope for being in the accelerator is obviously, I think, accessing talent, because that's one of the biggest challenges we have. And not only do we want to be a wash facility, but we want to be a health data point. So health data is something that we would really love to get on board. I was with Michael at SOCAP a couple of weeks back, and I attended the TBC meeting, and that's something which we were really looking forward that we could get out of the accelerator, that we can start having sensors in our facilities to be able to detect whether it's cholera, whether it's whatever infection that we might have. So we want to be that point of reference to understand what infections our people have, and we can push that information out. Obviously, one of the other expectations is getting mentors on board who help the business grow to the next level, and equally just help our back end structuring in terms of the support system, in terms of how do we put our operations in line. And I think we've already started having those discussions with some of the members from the TBC. Lastly, obviously, it being a new sector, raising investments is also another thing, and where you're literally, hello? I don't know, I think I was unmuted, okay. And one other thing is being in Zambia, where the VC and PE markets are pretty much undeveloped. Being part of the TBC will be something that we would love to also extend out to see that and understand firstly, what do investors want to see? Are we ready to raise more investments? In as much as we want to raise more investments, this is a process we would love to go through during the accelerator facility, that we're investment ready to an international standard for us to raise the desired amount of capital. Yeah, I think in a nutshell, that's what we are and some of our expectations.
Great, Mullah. Thank you very much indeed. Investment and investment readiness is something that we also provide to our accelerators, and thank you very much for that. Also, looking far into the future and thinking about digital health is absolutely in line with the Toilet Board. And if you want to find out more about that, definitely watch today's series of sessions that we have on the virtual summit. Now turning to Joel Simba Mukasa, founder and CEO of Joelex, live from Kampala in Uganda. I don't know if we have his video, but we have his voice, so this is great. Joel, maybe you can also do a brief introduction on your business and expectations for 2019.
Yeah, sorry about the video. I think it's on right now. Yeah, as Claire said, I'm Joel Simbo, the founder of Joelex. So at Joelex, our mission is to help make water and sanitation accessible and affordable for the urban poor in Kampala, Uganda. And we are doing this by building and operating public toilets and showers within slums, markets, trading centers, and streets. Yeah, we've been operating for the last 23 months, and we've served at least 60,000 people. Yeah, every single day we get between 100 to 150 people per day coming to our facilities. Our original projection had been getting between 500 to 1,000, and we are growing to that. We are happy to say that the need for the product and the service is there, we are looking forward to participating in this accelerator. We've over the last 23 months of operating, we've managed to get a number of partners coming on board to help us scale. Among those partners is AMREF Health Africa, with whom we are currently designing a business model to help scale to 1,000 facilities, with a target of reaching 1 million people in the next year or two. And because of some of the challenges we've been having as far as ascertaining the true number of people coming every single day, I believe that the accelerator, with its goal of trying to digitalize sanitation, I believe this would really help us in putting some of those technologies together so that we can be able to get real-time data on number of people revenue collected per day, amount of waste, yeah, and all that. So I'm really looking forward to the accelerator and partnering with Toilet Board as far as scaling our enterprise is concerned. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joel. Excellent. And we also managed to see you on the video. That's great. And Joel in JoelX is pioneering work in an area that has many needs in sanitation and very few providers. So thank you very much for being here today. We look forward to working with you in 2019. Now over to Jacqueline Murekezi. She is Country Director of SJP. I'll let you spell out that acronym for us, Jacqueline, which is an enterprise of water and life in Bangladesh. Maybe you can tell us in a few words also what you are focusing on and what you're expecting from the program.
Yes. Hello. Since 2010, Shobha Janopani and the Water and Life, OAV, are working in Bangladesh since 2010, and we provide water, solid waste service, and sanitation service. And regarding sanitation service, we ensure that we build a pilot project since 2016. And our main objective was to provide hygiene and sustainable toilet through a tested and economical model that allows viability, ensure proper collection and treatment of wastewater, reducing number of diseases and improving environment, provide hygienic and safe latrine to Bashante community. We work on it in slums area in Bangladesh. And to attain that objective, we choose to use the biofuel system, which has been selected for its technical and economic and social viabilities. The pilot project is composed of one sanitary block with 9 latrine, 2 showers, and 1 urinal, and concern approximately 100 users. Regarding the success of the latrine pilot project and the will of the community, what OAV decided, or Shobha decided to launch a large sanitation project at the slum scale through the construction of 450 latrine, biofuel latrine, before the end of 2020 in Bashantec. And beside the latrine construction, we are doing other activity also, like to encourage people to change their behavior by promoting hygiene and the latrine awareness session. Regarding the waste management and treatment, Water and Life is thinking about the future possibility of fecal sludge treatment and drainage system. Our expectation is to be put in touch with other stakeholders. This will help us to scale up our sanitation pilot project to the whole slum of Bashantec. When I'm talking about Bashantec, it is the slum, the big slum with around 5,000 households in the same place. And we hope that to replicate that project in other slums in Bangladesh. That is our aspect. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Indeed, also a particularly complex setting that SJP is working in. We're very pleased to be initiating this work with you in Bangladesh, which is a new area for the Toilet Board Coalition. So very happy to have you on the program as well. Moving quickly to Yashwant Sutar, founder of Lutel in India. Yashwant, are you online? I can't see
connection.
Oh, here he is. Yes.
I'm audible.
Yes.
Yeah. This is Yashwant from Lutel, and the concept of the smart toilet. We are providing the smart toilet in the pay, use, and redeem concept, where you can pay for washrooms and you will get a redeem in or food bill and everything is there. It's the concept of the sustainability of toilet. We are working with toilet more smartly, like we are coming with our own IoT for toilet management, completely IoT based toilet management system for monitoring and management. For we can identify everything on our control room on we are doing the CCTV surveillance system for that. And this is a self-sustainable toilet which is giving a job to the 5 to 6 people. Right now we are running 2 outlets, and these 2 outlets giving job to the 20 people. This is a self-sustainable toilet, completely self-sustainable toilet with generating job also same time. And I am expecting from the TBC, we want to become a more sustainable as a quality, and we want to work with the technology for innovation in toilet, for water crisis, for upcoming crisis in the sanitation sector. And this is it's all about from my side.
Thank you, Yashwant. Yes, indeed. A very active idea of connecting services together, the toilet facility combined with cafe. We're very excited to see how this project develops. We are partnering with Lixil Corporation on this project. Now, I'm not sure if Christine Kagetsu has been able to join us. She's the co-founder and CEO at SatiPads in India. Christine, are you online? I'm not sure. If not, then we will move straight to Ben Jeffries, CEO of ATAC in Cambodia. Ben, I know that you are now sitting as well with Johan Claire from Veolia. Maybe you can both tell us a bit about your experience so far. So already working together, it proves that the project is already starting. I see now Christine has joined us.
Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, Christine. Okay, moving back to Christine Kagetsu, co-founder and CEO of SatiPads in India. Thank you very much for joining. I'm very glad to see you here. Maybe you want to say a couple of things on your business and your expectations for the year to come.
Okay, cool. So hi, I'm Kristen. And for Sati, basically we are a sustainable manufacturer and we make 100% biodegradable and compostable sanitary pads. But our approach is very holistic. So we have this view around feminine hygiene where we've looked at the entire supply chain and we're making sure that everything from raw materials to disposal has been considered in the design, even of the sanitary pad itself. So the idea is that everything like that we work on, whether it's raw materials manufacturing, working with the customers to make sure that they're happy with the product, and finally in disposal, each has an impact on different community. And we're particularly excited about being part of the Toilet Board Accelerator because we want to ensure that as we scale up, there's also a solid solution for how the disposal of the pads will kind of get upcycled again. So we're looking at everything from compost to biotoilets, other biomass to energy systems, all of which are things that have been already addressed by some of the companies that have gone through Toilet Board Accelerator previously. So we're really excited to be able to work more on that to really close the loop on this issue.
Thank you, Christine. Excellent. Yes, indeed. Christine from SatiPads, highlighting, as I mentioned earlier in the introduction, the wider areas of the sanitation economy that we are beginning to work on at the Toilet Board. So very pleased to have Sati as part of the cohort, and you mentioned also the possible connections and collaboration opportunities between different members of the cohort and previous cohorts, which is also something that we like to support at the Toilet Board. So I was mentioning earlier, sorry about that, Ben and Johan, who are sitting together in Cambodia. Ben, if you may want to start with an introduction to ATAC and a few words on the accelerator.
Hi, thanks Claire. Hi, I'm Ben Jeffries from ATEC Biodigesters. So we do decentralized small-scale biodigester systems for households that treat their waste, so looking at animal manure, toilet-connected human waste, green and other organic waste that can go into the biodigester that achieves sanitation outcomes, plus then also biogas, which can then be used for cooking in the kitchen. We supply a biogas stove and a biogas rice cooker to households, and then you get around 20 tonnes of organic fertiliser per year that can then be used on the farm for improving crop yield by up to around 30%. So the global market for biodigesters is estimated at 205 million households. When we designed the ATEC system, which we've patented, we looked at what we saw as the key constraints in that market. Number one was a system that could operate in challenging environments such as flooding, high groundwater, earthquakes, cyclones, etc. And then number two was looking at a biodigester that was commercially scalable. So something that could be produced and quality controlled and distributed through retail outlets as well. So through taking those considerations into place, we then developed our ATEC system, which we believe is sort of the first plug-and-play biodigester system in the world. We've done almost 1,000 systems in Cambodia, and we're now looking at the opportunity to expand out into other markets around the world. So we've had Johan from Veolia here this week, it's been fantastic to sit with him and get some of his perspective from a larger business perspective on what are the key things that we need to focus on to look at really being able to offer a scalable solution that could work across multiple markets across the world.
Great, thank you, Ben. A very scalable model that you have at ATEC already other countries potentially. So Johan, since you're there as well, a few words from you on your perspective on this business, what you found particularly interesting and important in the ATEC model.
Yeah, good morning or good evening. Well, first of all, congratulations to all the companies that have been selected by the accelerator for 2019, and congrats also for the TBC for setting that up. For Veolia, we have the purpose of resourcing the world, and we are well positioned in many markets around the world. But there are a lot of challenges faced in some countries where traditional market and approach is not always the best one. So it's very important to understand and learn from different entrepreneurs locally that really understand the local challenges faced by the community, but also developing a solution that is relevant with the market. And we are also here to provide support, but in the meantime also to learn from the entrepreneurs. And so that's the chance I had spending 2 days with Ben from ATEC, learning about the solution and the way they are adapting their solution to the local market drivers, and also looking at the growth potential in the B2C market more than the B2B environment. So we feel again we can bring value, but in the meantime also there's a tremendous value for a group like Veolia to learn from such local entrepreneurs.
Great, absolutely. The partnership of the Toilet Accelerator that we like to promote. And so Veolia, our newest member on the toilet board, so very pleased to have you join and work with ATEC in the year to come. Finally, our last speaker in the session, Shamil Randari. He is the Managing Director at Unilever Zambia, and will be working closely with LiveClean. I didn't mention that earlier in Zambia. Maybe a few words from your perspective on the situation in Zambia from a Unilever perspective, and how you feel you can work together in the year to come.
Yeah, thank you very much, Claire, and hello to everybody. I think I met with Mula quite recently, actually, so that was pretty cool, and actually went and saw firsthand the fantastic work that he's doing in that space with one of the toilets, as well as a new site that he's looking to open up and launch in the first week of December. What I noticed from there is a number of opportunities, certainly from a Unilever perspective, apart from the mentorship and operations support that Mula mentioned earlier. I think from my end, I think at these particular spaces, there's incredible opportunities for branding at each of these sites. There's also an opportunity for sale of products. So that could particularly, if we look at smaller LUP type products, improving penetration, particularly in these peri-urban areas, as well as things such as loyalty programs. So visibility certainly for me, as well as branding is going to be a key outcome for my end. I think more so the opportunity to really position Unilever Zambia as a company that is ingrained in the health and well-being of Zambians. This is a challenge that I've certainly faced. I'm 4 months in the role now. One of the things I've picked up is that being a multinational that does not have manufacturing operations in the country, we are often directly or indirectly taken out by some of our local competitors who accuse us of being just pure capitalists, really. So here's an opportunity for us to demonstrate via Domestos, via the programs that we've been doing on World Toilet Day recently, as well as through Lifeboy, of our real genuine commitment to the health and well-being of Zambians. So for me, that's the most exciting thing for me around the positioning of the brand from a corporate perspective, as well as the things I mentioned about earlier. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Shamil. Excellent, thank you. So absolutely, also some interesting links there ahead for the team of Unilever, hopefully. So very pleased to have you on board. And that's it also for this session. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining. And we look forward to working with all of you in 2019. I'm going to be putting you in the hands of Michael Lindenmeyer, who is the host of the day, and will be taking you into the space. And we will be jumping straight to our colleagues in India who will be talking about the Pune Smart Sanitation City project. And so you can find out more about what we have been doing this year in India. So thanks to everyone and have a great rest of the day.